Hey everyone, and welcome to this SOLIDWORKS robotic gripper tutorial in which we will learn how to model the pivot pins and this connecting link. So let's begin. So first you need to open a new part file, and we will begin with modeling the connecting link first. So I will select millimeters as units. Then I will select the front plane and click on sketch. After that I will select the center point straight slot from here and create one at the origin point. I will ensure that this line is horizontal, so I will select this line and make relation horizontal. Okay. After that I will select the smart dimensioning tool and I will specify the length of this line. So this is going to be 50 millimeters, and then I will specify the radius of this arc. So this is 8 millimeters. After that I will select the circle and I will create the circle at the end of the center line. Then I will specify the diameter of one circle, which is 8 mm. Then I will hold control key, select both of these circle and make relation equal, or otherwise I can assign the other circle 8 diameter as well. After that I will go to features and select extruded boss base, specify here the thickness, as you can see it from here, 5 mm. Then check the box. At this stage, if you want to specify any color, any material, it's up to you. You can specify any color, as you can see. Then I will go to file, click on save as, and I will save this in the robotic gripper folder in my directory and name it as upper connecting link. Okay, now it's time to move on to the pivot pin. So I will close this file. I will open a new part file from here, as you can see it from here. Then click OK button. I will make sure that I'm working in millimeters, so I will select mmgs as units. Then I will create the sketch on the front plane, select the circle from here and create a circle at the origin point. Then I will specify the diameter of this circle, which is 8 millimeters. Then I will go to features and select extruded boss base, and then I will specify the length of extrusion, which is 25 millimeters, and then I will check the box from here. Okay, then I will select this face and click on sketch. You can select and the other face as well, it's up to you. I will create the circle at the origin point and specify the diameter of this circle. Okay, then go to features and select extruded boss base and specify the length of extrusion 3 millimeters and check the box. Okay, then I will select the chamfer and I will specify here 1 mm and 45 degree, and then select this edge and then check the box, apply a chamfer at the one edge. For better visualization, you can apply any color, any material at any stage, it's up to you. Then I want a plane that cut this part in half. For my case, this can be the top plane, so I will select the top plane and click on sketch, as you can see. Okay, then I will select the center line, and from this midpoint to this yellow mid dot I will create a line. I will make sure that this line is vertical, although if you have connected end to end, then it will not allow you to assign any relation, but that's fine. Okay, specify the distance 2 mm, specify the diameter 2 mm. Then you can go to features and select extruded cut, and I want to cut in both directions. So if I select the through all, it will cut in one direction, but if I select through all both, it will cut in both directions. Then I will simply check the box. We would require through all both. As you can see, this hole has been created over here. Then I will select the same plane, top plane, and click on sketch, and we will select a circle, and if I hover over the edge of the previous circle, as you can see, hover over the edge of the previous circle, it will give you the center point. You have to create a circle over there and then specify the diameter 1.9 millimeters. A little bit clearance should be there for the previous, because for the previous circle it was 2 mm. Then select extruded boss base. Okay, then in the first direction I will specify 5 millimeters the length of extrusion, and then I will, so this is the direction 1, I will enable the direction 2 as well, as you can see by checking this box, and specify the length of extrusion as 7 millimeters. and then I will simply check the box. Okay, after that, as you can see, this is our 5 mm side, so I will select this face and click on sketch. So this is our 5 mm extrusion side. I will create a circle. So once again I will hover over the edge of the previous circle and then find the midpoint, create a circle over there, and then specify the diameter as well from here. Okay, so the diameter is 3.5 mm. Then I will go to features and select Extruded Boss base, and then here I will specify the length of extrusion 1 mm, and then I will flip the direction to this side. You can change the direction from here as well. Okay, then I will check the box. Okay, so this pin has been modeled. So since we would require more, so let me go to file and click on save as, and I will save this as pivot pin number 1, pivot pin underscore 1, and save this. Okay, you have to save this file first. Then after saving this file, you have to go to file and click on save as, and then you need to change this from pivot pin 1 to pivot pin 2. After you make these changes, you have to verify in which file you are working from here. When you hover over this says pivot pin number 2, then right click on this boss extrude and click on edit feature, which is very first option. You only have to change the length from here. So if for example this is 25, you have to change it to 55 and then check the box. Okay, now we are done with the pin number 2, so we have to save it. So go to file and click on simple save button. Simple save. This has updated the pivot pin number 2. After that, you have to go to file and click on save as, and now we are going to save this file as pivot pin number 3. Okay, so you have to confirm by hovering over here in which file you're working, pivot pin number 3, so you don't get confused. So right click on the boss extrude number 1 and click on edit feature again. You simply have to change the length from here again. So this is going to be for example 35 millimeters. The diameters and other things all are the same. So now this is updated, so we have to save it. So I will go to file and click on save button, simple save button. Then go to file again and then click on save as button, and then I will save this file as pivot pin number 4. Okay, I will confirm in which file I'm working, so I can hover over again and check if it is pivot pin number 4, and then I will edit feature again, and this time this is going to be 45 millimeters. And then I will go to file again and click on save button. So we are done with this tutorial guys, with the pivot pin and connecting link. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.